Hello everybody, I got a pretty cool review for you guys today. Today we are reviewing Hello?
Hello, chap.
William? How the hell did you get this number?
Don't use that tone with me. It's just common knowledge. Anyway, you got an album request.
Well, why didn't you say so, douchebag? What's the request?
Now, chap, don't have to be an arsehole about it. Hold on, I wrote it down. Let me grab it. This request is from the Metal Review 180. And his request is do a Children of Bodom album or an Opeth album. Now, chap, do you know what that means?
It means review a Children of Bodom or Opeth album?
It means to review Still Life by Opeth, you arsehole. Now, go do it.
Still Life by Opeth. Opeth's 1999 album, and it was their fourth album, if I remember correctly. And so, what we got here is a concept album, just like the previous album, My Arms, Your Hearse. This one's a concept album, but, different story, of course. Now, we go ahead and talk about the music. This one, I got the remastered version. The original version was very raw, per se. This is what this album was basically known for, was being raw and everything. And Mikael Åkerfeldt, or Åkerfeldt, however you pronounce his name, I'm sorry if I say it wrong, for I am not Swedish. He said this was probably his best work with guitar music and everything, his best guitar riffs and everything. Seems like these are very progressive style if you listen to them, very progressively. And in my opinion, one of the best Opeth solos is the last one on White Cluster. Well, before the outro. Not the outro solo, the one before it. So, let's dig into it. The story is about a guy who, somewhere along the line, questioned his faith. He's basically a religious man. He started questioning faith, and then, he basically just lost his faith in his religion. And then, this happening, he basically got banned from his village. And then he returned years later for his love, which is Melinda. Very romantic in a way, but as Michael said, it gets very dark quickly, because basically he gets there, he finds out that she's basically a nun, I guess you could say, and he still tries to have her back, and then he realizes she really does love him. But what happens is, in the end of on White Cluster, he gets hung. But in the previous song, Serenity, Pain, and Death, he finds her dead with, I believe, if I remember right, her throat was slit or something from, the guys got to her and they killed her. So then when they get to him, and then he goes basically on a killing spree, trying to kill everybody until he can't fight anymore. And then in White Cluster, which to me is a very epic way to end an album. Go listen to the lyrics to that one. That is a very epic way. That's probably my favorite song off the whole album. So, let's go to the track listing. The track listing is The More, Godhead's Lament. Sorry if I say these wrong. I don't know good English. Bennington, oh yeah, I'm sorry. Moonlapse Vertigo, Face of Melinda, Serenity, Pain, and Death, and White Club. So, 7 songs. It is a very cool album. You know, I was told it was a really good album, but I never really thought it was going to be, because I saw it everywhere. I'm like, I don't think so. Because my favorite personally is My Arms Your Hearse, but this one got labeled like their best album. Like, you know, I might as well go listen to it, because the two songs I had from it was Godhead's Lament and Moonlap's Vertigo, and I wasn't really impressed by those. And then I listened to the whole album all the way through. Basically, if you download individual songs I learned for this album, it kind of takes away from the experience, just like listening to something off My Arms Your Hearse. But the music, I believe, is probably, I love the music in it. I wish I could come up with very sweet riffs like they do in it. It is a very, very well put together album. Very well put together. Now, if you're not an Opeth fan, I would still recommend it. If you're just trying to get into Opeth, I would say go ahead and listen to this, because, you know, some of the songs on there, they have basically a mix of everything. Because, like, Face of Melinda is a mellow tune, basically. Not all mellow like Credence or Burden, but it's actually a pretty mellow tune if you want it. You know, Opeth to me was the easiest death metal band I ever got into. I'm very picky about my hardcore music. And, you know, the fact that they can do mellow songs like that is pretty cool. So, this version is the remastered version, and it comes with 2 discs. It comes with disc 1, which is the stereo disc, which, you know, is just the remix. And disc 2 is the 5.1 surround sound. And of course, Opeth always has pretty cool album, you know, CDs there. But yeah, now I give this album a 4.5 out of 5. It would get a straight up 5, but they're, like I said, those 2 songs I wasn't too crazy about. The ones I named, Godhead's Lament and Moonlap's Vertigo. Those are cool songs, but I just didn't like them that much. See, I am very picky about my music, as I said. Those are cool songs, don't get me wrong, but they're not the best Opeth ones. So that's why just because those 2 songs, it kind of takes away. This album is basically a master album. It's probably like I said, it's not my favorite Opeth album, but this is just basically probably one of the best metal albums, period, or death metal albums, whatever genre you decide to pick it under. So, I recommend checking it out. Opeth, Still Life. If you go, I'm gonna leave a link to the concept on the description box and everything. So, if you want to go read because they show on Wikipedia, they show what each song, how the story progresses. So I recommend checking that out. So, when you can, go check it out. Opeth, Still Life. Very, very cool album. Well, that about wraps it up. I'm Nevada, and please subscribe. And please excuse William. He's kind of new to this country. Matter of fact, I don't even know why he came to this country. Going around the world, and he suddenly ends up here. But oh well, I can't do anything about it. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe, and rock on.
Good job on that review, chap. Would you like to go get some spotted dick?
No thanks, William. I'm still trying to forget about last night, actually.
Bloody hell, what are you talking about? My, you got a dangling participle.
Yeah!
Oh, that. I'm just making sure you're mad, because I doubt you sometimes. Anyway, it is 4:20. I must go. Cheerio!